While listening to Hamilton for the first time, I found myself drawn to one song in particular, Take a Break, in which Alexander Hamilton refuses to take time off from Washington, D.C. to relax with his family. Now, although I might not be as vital to the creation of America, when it comes to taking on responsibilities, like Hamilton, my eyes are bigger than my stomach. I have always considered myself an ambitious yet easily bored person, meaning I rarely turn down opportunities to assume leadership positions and refuse to take time off. This mentality began my freshman year when I joined speech and debate and also became student director for the drama program. These activities involved countless additional hours spent at school. I found myself running around talking to walls, literally for speech and debate and seemingly so for the drama program, all while managing a cast of 50 people, all in addition to regular school work. Although I had little time for breaks, I was doing important work, but I was beginning to get bored. So I decided to run for my Jewish Youth Group Board, and I was elected Social Action Vice President. This was yet another time-consuming responsibility, but this time I was truly making a difference. We volunteered at countless food kitchens and tried to do tzedakah or charity in every way we could. When I was offered the role of president for my junior year, I couldn't say no. My fear of laziness caught up with me when the 65-plus hour week started to affect both my mental and physical health. I realized that the anxiety I felt and illnesses I contracted each time an activity ended for the year might have something to do with my never standing still attitude. And when my sophomore English teacher told me that if I kept my habits up, I would be dead by 30, I knew I needed a shift in my mentality, and fast. For the final quarter of my junior year, I decided to make a change and study abroad in Israel. I was terrified I would find the sudden lack of constant activity incredibly mundane. I maintained a fear of boredom until our third week, when we traveled to the Judean desert to climb Masada. The night before we made the trek up to the looming plateau, my group hiked out to the desert surrounding our hostel where we were directed to meditate for 10 minutes. At first, I was fidgety, playing with sand and rocks, not taking our assignment seriously. After all, I've convinced myself that I get bored easily. But then I looked up over the horizon. I will never forget the expanse of desert, the cool browns and beiges swirling to form dunes and hills. For once I reveled in the absolute silence and appreciated my surprising contentedness. In that moment, I realized that giving my life meaning doesn't mean never stopping work. Spending a few minutes surrounded by beauty, completely devoid of responsibility and stress, instead of feeling like I should be more productive, I was able to reflect on the accomplishments that allowed me to sit in the most beautiful country in the world. For the first time, I understood that sometimes it's okay to just do nothing and de-stress. Now, while re-listening to the song Take a Break, I still empathize with Hamilton. But now I appreciate the sentiment of the song. It's okay and necessary to relax, because only after taking time off is it easier to put so much more passion for working when the time to start comes again.